Did you know that more than 50% of car failures come from simple maintenance mistakes? Most people think cars wear out around 100,000 miles, but that's far from true. Today, I'll show you how to keep your vehicle running past 300,000 miles without repairs. Stick around for a 5-minute bonus tip that could save you $5,000 in future repairs. Let's get into it. Habit number 17. Don't stick to manufacturer oil change intervals. Manufacturers love to advertise 10,000-mile oil changes. It sounds easy, cheap, and convenient, but in reality, waiting that long can ruin your engine. They want to sell cars, not keep yours running for decades. Top mechanics and drivers who've gone hundreds of thousands of miles recommend this instead. Change full synthetic oil every 5,000 miles or every 6 months. Traffic, towing, heat, and dust make this even more important. Following the manual blindly might save a few bucks, but it risks sludge, worn seals, and costly engine failure. Skipping this simple habit could cost $4,000 or more. If you want your car to hit 700,000 miles like mine, don't trust the marketing. Trust proven experience. Habit number 16. Drive slowly. Don't idle. Sitting for 10 minutes while your car just runs is slowly killing it. After only 30 seconds, unburned fuel washes off protective oil. Even the fanciest synthetic turns into sludge. The fix is surprisingly simple. Start your car, wait 30 seconds, then roll gently. Moving warms the oil faster. It stops fuel dilution. It keeps your engine alive for hundreds of thousands of miles. Drive slowly at first and avoid hard acceleration. Keep RPMs under 3,000 until the temperature gauge rises. Some cars like Subarus even have a blue coolant light showing a cold engine. Wait until it turns off. That's your signal the engine is ready. Cold revving is devastating for turbo engines, and neglecting proper oil care ends up destroying nearly 90% of turbochargers over time. By starting the car gently, driving carefully at low RPMs, and allowing the engine to warm fully, you prevent premature wear. Habit number 15. Avoid topping off gas. Who doesn't want every last drop? But overfilling silently damages your car. When you push past the pump click, you risk flooding the evap system, which controls fuel vapors. This stress can ruin sensors and charcoal canisters, parts that cost hundreds, sometimes over $1,000 to replace. Stopping when the pump clicks is not just safe, it's essential. Overfilling doesn't give you extra range, and spilling fuel on the paint can stain or even eat through the finish. It also increases the pressure inside the tank, which shortens the life of delicate fuel system components. Make it a habit. When the click sounds, stop immediately. Walking away might feel cautious, but it saves you money, prevents messy spills, and protects vital engine parts. A simple choice at the pump today keeps your car running longer. Plus, you reduce costly repairs, and it helps your vehicle last hundreds of thousands of miles. We've covered one secret to keeping your car alive, but the next one will surprise you. Like, subscribe, and keep watching to uncover it. Habit number 14. Don't fall for the transmission fluid myth. Most drivers ignore their transmission until it starts slipping. By then, it's often too late. You're not fixing a problem, you're replacing the whole system. Unlike engine oil, transmission fluid is sealed in, quietly breaking down mile after mile. And here's the trap. It still looks fine. Cherry red, no smell. But beneath the surface lurks microscopic clutch particles, metal shavings, and varnish that grind away at your gears like liquid sandpaper. Waiting for symptoms is a gamble you don't want to take. Smart owners drain and refill their transmission fluid every 60,000 miles or 90,000 for hybrids, using OEM fluids like Toyota WS, Honda ATF DW1, or Mopar ATF Plus 4. This simple step prevents early gear wear and keeps your car shifting smoothly for hundreds of thousands of miles. One important rule: never flush an old, neglected transmission. Flushing can dislodge gunk that's holding it together, but if it's been maintained, a flush is safe. Habit number 13. Coast early to save brakes. Slamming the pedal isn't just jarring, it slowly destroys your rotors, glazes your pads, and can even boil brake fluid under repeated stress. Waiting until the last second to stop costs you money and safety. A smarter approach is simple. Anticipate stops, ease off early, and coast to a halt. Let engine braking do the work on downhill stretches. This reduces heat, keeps your pads from glazing, and prevents rotors from warping. It also makes driving smoother and less stressful for passengers. Quality brake pads are critical. Cheap, low-grade pads wear out quickly, which can damage rotors and lead to expensive repairs. Stick with trusted brands like Subaru's Akebono or Toyota OEM. They last longer, perform better, and save you hundreds over the life of your car. Habit number 12. Flush coolant before it warps your engine. Aluminum heads warp at just 230 Fahrenheit, and one serious overheating episode can blow a head gasket, costing thousands. The simplest prevention is keeping your cooling system in check. Flush coolant every 3 to 5 years, check levels monthly, and never mix colors. Always follow the manufacturer's specs. Modern coolants last longer and come in pink, orange, yellow, and even blue. But after 5 years of heat cycles, they turn acidic. Once that happens, they stop protecting and start corroding your engine. Rotted water pumps, eaten seals, clogged heater cores, and head gasket leaks become real threats. Notice white smoke from the exhaust, misfires, unexplained coolant loss? That's your engine crying for help. It doesn't matter if you drive a Toyota, Ford, or hybrid. Once coolant breaks down, everything downstream is at risk. The smart move is simple. Flush every 5 years or 50,000 miles. Coolant is cheap. Engines aren't. Habit number 11. Keep spark plugs fresh. Worn spark plugs silently destroy your engine's efficiency. Did you know they can cut fuel economy by up to 30%? Weak sparks lead to incomplete fuel combustion, wasting gas and reducing power. Your car might feel sluggish, might struggle to start, or idle roughly. Most vehicles need new plugs between 60,000 to 100,000 miles. Iridium plugs last longer than copper, but always check your manual for the right type and interval. Don't wait for failure. Look for early warning signs like misfires, shaking engines, raw fuel smells, or slow acceleration. These signals mean your plugs or ignition coils are struggling. Pay attention to deposits on the plugs. Oil can indicate a leaky valve cover gasket, while coolant points to a bigger problem, like a compromised head gasket. Ignoring these signs can lead to serious engine damage, often costing $1,500 to $4,000 for repair. Habit number 10. Replace the timing belt before failure. It's easy to ignore something hidden under the cover, but this small belt controls some of the most critical parts of your engine. If it snaps while driving, pistons can collide with valves, causing catastrophic engine damage that often costs $2,000 to $5,000 or more to repair. Timing belts don't just wear with mileage, they age over time from heat, oil, and constant stress. Most cars need a replacement between 60,000 and 100,000 miles, or every 7 to 10 years, whichever comes first. Even low mileage vehicles aren't exempt. Never wait for a warning. Timing belts usually fail without notice. Occasionally, you might hear a faint ticking sound or spot an oil leak near the cover, but more often, they simply snap without warning. Replacing the belt on schedule is far cheaper and much safer than facing a broken engine. And while you're servicing the timing belt, it's smart to tackle related components at the same time. Habit number 9. Catch weird sounds early. Ticking, clunking, whining, or squealing. Your car is trying to talk, and these noises are warnings you can't afford to ignore. So pay attention. Where is it coming from? Does it happen when the engine's cold or hot, at certain speeds, or over bumps? Catching these problems early can cost $40 to $200, but letting them slide can lead to catastrophic damage and bills that hit thousands. Listen closely. Your car is speaking for its life. Habit number 8. Stop riding the clutch. Manual drivers, listen up. Resting your foot on the clutch is slowly killing it. Even light pressure wears down the clutch and flywheel over time. What could be a straightforward $400 repair can quickly turn into a $1,500 nightmare if ignored. The fix is simple. Keep your foot off the pedal unless you're actively shifting gears. At stoplights, shift into neutral. On hills, rely on the handbrake instead of riding the clutch. This isn't just about avoiding repair costs. It also makes driving smoother and less stressful. Your clutch will last longer, respond better, and save you money in the long run. Habit number 7. Follow the quarter tank rule. Gas doesn't only power your engine, it also lubricates and cools the pump. When fuel levels drop too low, the pump has less liquid to stay submerged and cool, which increases friction and heat, shortening its lifespan. The fix is simple. Follow the quarter tank rule. Never let your fuel level fall below 25%. Keeping the tank topped up ensures the pump stays submerged, lubricated, and running efficiently. This small habit can prevent a failing fuel pump, which often costs $500 to $1,000 to replace. Over time, it protects your fuel system, keeps your engine running smoothly, and avoids unnecessary repairs. Habit number 6. Replace fuel filter at recommended intervals. We all think about air filters, but the fuel filter quietly does just as much work. Every drive sends tiny dirt, rust particles, and debris into your fuel system. Over time, your fuel filter clogs, making the pump work harder, and eventually, it can fail completely. A simple $40 filter replacement can prevent a $500 to $1,000 fuel pump repair. Most manufacturers recommend swapping the fuel filter every 30,000 to 60,000 miles. Older cars usually need it closer to 30,000 miles, while newer vehicles with in-tank filters can often go up to 100,000 miles. Pro tip: always relieve fuel pressure before removing the filter. Pull the fuel pump fuse and run the engine until it stops. This prevents fuel from spraying everywhere. Work in a well-ventilated area because gasoline fumes are extremely flammable. Habit number 5. Check and clean mass airflow sensor. Your mass airflow sensor measures how much air enters your engine, helping the computer adjust fuel delivery for optimal performance. Over time, dust, oil, and debris can coat its delicate sensing wires, causing inaccurate readings and a range of issues. Signs of a dirty MAF include hesitation during acceleration, poor idle, poor fuel economy, engine stalling, hard starting, and check engine codes like P0100 or P0104. Before spending hundreds on a new sensor, cleaning it is often enough to restore proper function. To clean it safely, locate the sensor near the airbox, disconnect the electrical connector, and remove it carefully. Spray the sensing elements thoroughly with a dedicated MAF cleaner. Never use brake or carb cleaners. Let it air dry completely, then reinstall and clear any codes. Habit number 4. Rinse the undercarriage. Most people wash their car's exteriors and forget what's underneath, but skipping the undercarriage invites rust and structural damage. Road salt, grime, and moisture cling to the frame, brake lines, and fuel tanks, quietly corroding critical parts. The rule: rinse undercarriage with a high-pressure hose or car wash spray at least once a month in winter, and weekly if there's snow. Keeping the underside clean protects your car's bones and prevents costly repairs down the line. Habit number 3. Question every urgent repair. Not every urgent repair is truly urgent. Dealerships and service centers sometimes push repairs unnecessarily, often to meet quotas or boost revenue. The problem is, many car owners take the recommendation at face value and end up paying for work they didn't need. The smartest approach is to always question what's being suggested. Don't sign off immediately. Ask for clear explanations, photos, or measurements that show why the repair is required. Take a few minutes to get a second opinion from a trusted independent or mobile mechanic. Habit number 2. Keep battery terminals clean. Corroded terminals quietly restrict power to your starter, forcing the alternator to work harder and increasing the risk of a breakdown in freezing temperatures. Inspect your battery terminals every oil change. Look for white or greenish corrosion and clean it if needed. Apply dielectric grease afterward to prevent future buildup. Testing your battery at the same time ensures it can handle the extra strain cold weather puts on it. Winter mornings are when a weak battery shows its true cost. Slow starts, dim lights, or a car that won't turn over at all. A few minutes of maintenance now can save you a tow, roadside frustration, and costly repairs. Habit number 1. Don't overuse the parking brake. Your parking brake isn't a free pass to protect your brakes forever. Using it at every stop or on flat ground can slowly seize calipers and wear out components. There's a lot of conflicting advice out there, so here's the rule. Only use it when it really counts. Steep hills, tight parking spaces, or emergencies. Treat it as a safety tool, not a habit. Pull it unnecessarily and you're inviting extra wear, costly repairs, and a stiff brake system. Release it fully after use and your brakes will stay smoother for years. It's one of those subtle changes that feels minor, but pays off big over hundreds of thousands of miles. Treat your vehicle right Follow these habits, and it can last hundreds of thousands of miles. Your car's lifespan is in your hands. Share your experiences in the comments, and together, let's create a community that keeps cars running longer, smarter, and stronger.